Hello everyone, I'm Batpan. About was 50 friends. First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for helping us reach 50 subscribers. We're like 51 friends now, and I'm very happy we're alongside each other, learning with each other. In this video, we're diving into part 2 of our series on creating a progress bar in Unity, inspired by the game Fears to Fathom. Today, we'll be making the progress bar look just like the one from the game. This video is part of a playlist where we cover various functions from the game Fears to Fathom, including the dialogue system we created before. If you're into retro horror games, I've also published my own game. I'll be very happy if you checked it out. The link is in the description. Additionally, all the scripts and resources from my videos are available on my GitHub, and you can download them from there. There's a link in the description to it. With all those being said, let's start the video. So since the previous video, I created 2 different textures for the progress bar, which makes it look like this. It is very similar to the Fears to Fathom one, as you see, and by the end of this video, we'll be creating something like this. It actually looks a lot more similar to Fears to Fathom. If you don't want to create the image yourself, I'll leave a link to my GitHub for the files of this video. So there's gonna be something like Fears to Fathom progress bar part 2. I'll leave a link to download for you guys to download this one alongside with the scripts in my GitHub. You can get to it with a link in the description. For the first section of the video, we're going to be creating the borders. If you don't need the borders, you can just download them and don't watch this part of the video, but open up Paint on your Windows if you have Windows. To create the borders, you have to zoom in. You can hold Control and scroll up to zoom in, or you can just zoom in from here. Go ahead and select green, select on this rectangle, put it somewhere where the end of the rectangle is at the top left of your screen. The sizing should be the same on both sides. As you see, when I scale it, be careful that it should not go over it. But when we stretch it on the x-axis in Unity, this section, the top section and the bottom section will be stretched out and will look very thin. To fix that, we're gonna go ahead and select this line. Go ahead and put it at the top section, just stretch it out. Be careful, make it as straight as possible. This is enough, one is enough. It looks like like this, but it doesn't matter. It will look good in Unity. And do one for this. Be careful about the thing I said. If you see, this is it, I guess. Before saving it, what we're going to do is we're going to select fill. I'm going to select one color other than white and green. I'm going to put it inside instead of white. Then select white and put it on borders. And one more thing you have to do is you just have to put green inside this one, so it will look like this. And you can just export it. You go File, Save As, export it here. I'm going to call it borders. You can just delete the green inside it with an online tool. So you're just going to say delete one color from image online. And this site is what I personally use, so you can open it. I'm going to select my image. I'm going to select the green here, and I'm going to click on remove, which will remove the image, or you can just download it and open it up. As you guys see, this is the border with the empty space inside. So be careful about one thing when you import the image. It's gonna be like this. It's not gonna go inside the slider. To make it go into the slider, you're just gonna have to go to this text, select it, go to this texture type, put it at sprite 2D and UI, and in the sprite mode, change it from multiple to single. And just click on apply. You can just drag and drop it into the slider. So I'm just going to create this slider again. I'm going to go to my scene view, click on this 2D to make it go to my slider. If you've seen the previous video, you know what I'm doing. I just delete the handle, select the background, and I'm just going to put this 2 here. And for the fill area, I'm going to go to this fill. I'm just going to give it a non-texture, an empty texture, no texture. I'm going to give it a greenish like this color. Yeah, I just have to scale it up, go to it, press T or press this one. Before scaling it, just click on this anchor and anchor it to the lower side of the screen and just put it like here. Hold Alt and scale it on this side. Hold Alt and scale it on this side as well. This amount is enough, I guess. You can give your custom amount, but I'll just put it like this. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and go to our fill area, select our fill. So be careful about one thing. One thing I'm gonna say is when you change stuff in this fill area and you mess something up and you wanna redo it, when you press Ctrl Z, it's gonna disappear. Don't worry, just go to your slider and just change the value, it will return to its place. So this was the thing I did and I got panicked. So I told you guys not to panic, so you can just fix it. So select your fill and put it like around here. For this way, I'm just gonna go make it, I don't know. Oh, I did that again. So select your fill. For the up and down, you can just select it, hold Alt, and scale it on both sides. This amount is enough, I guess. Move it a little bit forward like here, and you just go to your slider, put it at 1, so it's the most amount, and you again select your fill. You put it like here would be enough, I guess, and you can just scale it down this way as well. So that's how to do it. So this is it. Actually go ahead and select our slider and we, increase and decrease the amount. 0 is here. This is 1, 0, 1. So because we created a new slider, we have to give our slider to our progress bar holder. It needs a slider for that value. So it's gonna take like 5 seconds. Let's go ahead and check it out. As you see, it is filling like Fears to Fathom. You can put a simple text under it. I'll tell you guys how to do it as well. Go to your canvas, create a UI legacy text. You can create Text Mesh Pro, but I just created legacy text, put it on bold, make it 25, put it in middle, make it anchored to the lower side of the screen like that progress bar, make it bigger on both sides so it's like this. Give it a color of like orange or something. Washing dishes. It's just a simple way of doing it. I know it doesn't look very good, but I'm just telling you the way to do it. So when you scale the screen, they're like under each other and they don't move. So let's go ahead and check it out again. As you see, it says washing dishes. And it is actually washing dishes. So that was it for this video. For the next video, we'll actually connect this function with the actual function like washing dishes or anything else. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, a like would be amazing. You can subscribe to see more contents like this. If you guys have any comments, any suggestions, any recommendations, anything you want, I'll be happy to answer them. Again, thank you for 50 subscribers. I'm gonna go do something for the end of the video as I did in all my videos. So this is what I created for the end of the video. I hope you like it. Hope all the best for you. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.